Hey guys, I'll be reacting to Resident Evil Raccoon City today. I've already seen this movie once. It's not my favorite in the Resident Evil series, but you know, I had access to it, so I'm just gonna watch it. I mean, I don't want to really say much now. I'll just talk up throughout the movie about my thoughts on the movie. So let's just get started. I do know that they're going to be having a Resident Evil series coming out through Netflix. Definitely going to be watching that because I honestly love the Resident Evil series. I might not, particularly love every movie, but I do love the Resident Evil series. I haven't played the games. I definitely do, but I just haven't. I'm not big into video games. My brother's more into video games, and if you have any PC games, like Resident Evil PC games, because I do have a PC, if I can, play it on my PC, let me know. I know there's no, that's Silent Hill. That's, access through that game service. I can't remember what it's called. My brother has it, but yeah, if the Resident Evil games are available on the PC, let me know so I can play them, because I feel like I would love it. Already a win because they're watching the Golden Girls. And also, this gives me so much a Silent Hill vibe. This is why I love this opening so much. It gives me such a Silent Hill vibe. And the rest of the movie after this opening scene was such a disappointment. If it had done more the really haunting, disturbing yet beautiful atmosphere, I would have probably loved this movie a lot more. Yeah, this is a fucking creepy scene. And this is perfectly my kind of jive. I love these kind of creepy ass shots.
She's here again.
I do enjoy horror movies where the characters, the villains, or just the creepy characters are able to always, show themselves whenever the characters are, the main characters are looking, but once a side character comes along, suddenly they're able to disappear. Better than just creepy ass figurines to make a horror movie more horrifying. And of course, it takes place in a fucking children's classroom. Let me know if this character is supposed to be from the games or if this is the original character.
You said Trevor?
Because I actually do like this character a lot, and if they had learned more about her backstory, if the movie had been more about what she suffered, I'd been very much into it, more so than I think we eventually get. God, that fucking figure is so goddamn creepy. I thought that the very first time. Yeah, this actor, the first time I saw this actor, it was in Street Fighter, and I got such a creepy vibe from him in Street Fighter. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but every time I see this actor in a movie, I immediately assume he's going to be the villain. I don't even remember his name, but Claire Redfield. If you don't know, well, you probably don't know, but my favorite Resident Evil movies, Apocalypse, Extinction. Love them. Everything else is kind of, I'll admit, I bought the entire goddamn collection because I love Resident Evil so much. I'll probably do a reaction to all of them just to kind of, because most of them, besides Apocalypse and Extinction, I've only seen like maybe once or twice. So I'm going to do like, probably going to do an entire reaction to all of them just to, you know, get my full feelings on the movies. But yeah, I know Redfield, I think this Claire Redfield eventually shows up in the second Apocalypse movie. No. Does he show up in the second one or the third one? I think it was Jill Valentine that shows up in the second one. Third one, it's Claire Redfield. Yes, I did kind of have a crush on both of them. Don't judge me.
That must have been quite some dream.
Admittedly, I think this actress is really cute, so of course, any movie she's in, I'm automatically interested in. Crawl, I watched that movie. Actually, a pretty good movie, Crawl. With the, you know, alligators and a hurricane.
This anyway. Oh yeah. Going to see your brother, you said. Right. Used to live here, you said.
You know, obviously, I already can tell. Try to give exposition through, you know, dialogue. Oh, let us know exactly what she told him to give us a hint at her backstory.
Wasn't my fault! Oh, Jesus!
Honestly, kind of reminds me of Splinter. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, give me a shout out in the comments. Because I will love you if you know what I'm talking about when I say Splinter. Of course, the dog immediately licks the contaminated blood. You know, my bitch ass cats wouldn't do that. They're the pickiest motherfuckers. I mean, Tears, actually, you know, well, I feel like Tears more like, hey, I'm gonna eat your shit because it's someone else's instead of, you know, he actually enjoys it. He'll eat Aries' food, you know, despite the fact Aries isn't really interested in this food as much. He just eats it because he has to eat it. He has to get some food. It's medically, Aries has like a medical condition. He's a neutered male and he's an indoor cat, so he suffered from, you know, blockage, and so he has to have medicated food. Tyr would always eat his food once Aries leaves. And it feels like, you know, Aries or Tyr, he just eats Aries food because he has to eat Aries food because it's someone else's. I gave him a can of dog food, and yes, I know dog food isn't recommended, but one can shouldn't hurt them. They don't really like it. I feel like they ate it because they were hungry. But to be honest, my grandma gave it to me, and I wanted to get rid of it. And it was, well, obviously within within expiration date and all that shit. So credit to them, but I learned that they're still kind of picky.
$10. $10 says you can't shoot that off from here.
Who is that? Jill Valentine. I think she's supposed to be Jill Valentine. And considering how she shows up in the second movie, it's already, you know, telling, you know who's probably going to survive, who's going to die. Ah, yes. The whole, I'm assuming it's a raven. Flash to extinction. The music is, it does the horror movie aspect of having a more like upbeat, kind of childish theme or song, and then putting it to a horror movie that just makes it creepy as fuck. And I love it.
Bitch, I don't have insurance for you.
Fuck! She fucking bit me, you motherfucker!
Was that supposed to be origins for like the first movie in which we see the like the Doberman that ultimately transform into like those really creepy like split face motherfuckers?
You're an asshole. Now, you know what? I owe this town. I owe Birkin and Umbrella everything. They raised me, put me through school, the academy.
She's supposed to be the older
They
sibling,
were there for me.
right? I don't know if it's just me, like, just some of the, like, the women look so much younger than the men that I automatically assume that they're the younger sibling.
For this.
No, look, okay, so I've been talking to this guy in a chat room.
What the fuck's a chat room?
When is this supposed to take place so that he doesn't know what the hell a chat room is?
Telephone.
Now!
What is happening? William?
Once again, it reminds me so much of Silent
Sure,
Hill. It
right.
just brings back great memories.
Meet me at the car.
Hey! Don't touch the bike!
Yes, let her know that there's a bike so that she'll touch it. Does he just have the keys in the ignition? Doesn't seem very smart.
What would the worst way to die be? To be swallowed whole by a snake or eaten alive by a great white shark?
Be honest, great white shark would probably be quicker than eating, you know, be eaten alive whole by a snake because whole digestive acid and shit like that.
Hey, I'll meet you guys in the chopper.
Wesker. Sounds familiar. Let's rewatch original movies again. Isn't he the big bad of like the first 3 movies or so?
It's just a little crush.
I love this scene.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna have to assume he knows exactly what's going on. He doesn't seem too shocked. And that could explain why this idiot was able to actually become a captain if he was literally just a plant for the Umbrella Corporation.
Let me in! Let me in!
So I'm assuming that they probably came here before they were completely like gone mentally. You know, they knew to go to the police station first and then they eventually became zombies, and that's how they ended up here at the police station. Yes, flickering lights. A required element in any horror movie.
Come on.
Why not just hide in the fucking car and leave yourself invulnerable? I don't know. I have to rewatch the original movies, but I don't think the CGI kind of holds up. So is this supposed to be the mansion from the first movie? I don't recall first movie, you know, if they had the, what is it? I already forgot the name of the creator of Umbrella, but I'm not sure if the first movie, the mansion in that movie was supposed to be, you know, this mansion, you know, the mansion of the original creator of Umbrella. I mean, I know in the first movie, I remember in the first movie, they pretty much Umbrella is underneath the mansion, and I know in this movie, you know, shit's also underneath the mansion because zombies, you know, appear in the mansion.
Yeah. I know you're up there. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank fucking God.
Fairly certain he's the guy who plays in one of the episodes of Grimm. He plays like one of the rat creatures.
Him? Oh yeah, no, he's fucking fine. Yeah. Who doesn't cough up a little blood? Come on, man. Jesus fucking Christ, hurry up. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, you ever heard of the T virus? The G virus?
Jesus fucking Christ, shoot the guy! Isn't need to monologue such more importance than fucking shooting the obviously sick guy that you obviously know about in the fucking head? Even if you don't know to shoot them in the head, at least fucking, you know, do something, shoot them. God, that motherfucker is still there. I wonder if, you know, when you did the effects on horror movies, if one of their job titles is just finding the most terrifying, unsettling, creepiest, dollish motherfucking goddamn figure imaginable. I do like how she ends up being able to take this fucker out. You get the sense that he's probably killed a lot of these people before to survive. Nice. Thank God they So it isn't the mansion from the original movie because it ultimately gets destroyed. Okay, so that was the end of the movie. Obviously, this is supposed to be the prequel to the movie. I know Jill Valentine survived. Claire Redfield survives. And they both appeared in different movies. The girl survives, which I think is, you know, inspiration for what is it, the Red Queen? I can't remember what her actual name was. I know she was made in the image of the, you know, the creator or whatever. What was it that you know, the receptionist guy? I don't remember his name. I just know he you know, has an influential father, and that's how he got this job. I can't remember his name. I don't remember if he appears in future movies. And then of course Chris Redfield, I don't remember if he actually appears in future movies either, or if he's supposed to like die between the two movies, or this movie and the first movie. But you know, I spent a lot of time just trying to see if, you know, this movie kind of coincides with the next movies that, you know, the previous movies that are supposed to be coming after this movie. Yeah. The one thing I was kind of let down by kind of the actions and the monsters, but then I was wondering if it's supposed to be, well, obviously this is supposed to be coming before the previous movie, so maybe these are supposed to be like more an introduction to the next movies because it's a prequel. that doesn't sound, you know, ridiculous at all. The effects, watching it a second time, aren't the best. I have to rewatch all the other ones to see if the effects are so much better. I'm wondering, I'm assuming that just from memory, I think the previous movies actually used practical effects as opposed to CGI, which I think is what they used in this movie. And if that's so, then the effects in the previous movie are so much better. I'm thinking of like the executioner, the guy with the giant axe from Extinction. Yeah, it's just, there are things just feel so much worse in this movie than previous movies. Once again, I haven't watched haven't played the game, so I don't know how true it is to the games. So that obviously might influence my opinion of this movie. Maybe other people who have actually played the games might like it better or worse depending on how true it is to the games. But the writing wise, it's just, I think it's kind of mediocre. Acting, I've always felt like, an actor can only act as much as he's given with the script. So if you have a shitty script, obviously I think some actors will just ham it up to kind of make up for that and just make it more memorable. And then some will try to do the best they can, but ultimately it's just, they can't do much with the script. I think that's kind of true in this case. It's just, it's not the best script. I think the part I love the most is the beginning scene with the orphanage, and then Lisa and Claire's friendship. Kind of get, like I said before, so much Silent Hill vibes. And if they had kept that vibe throughout the entire movie, I probably would have loved this movie. But it kind of starly just evolves into your typical like zombie movie, I think. So after watching it a second time, my opinion pretty much has stayed the same than, as I watched it the first time. So yeah. Obviously, like I said before, I know that I know they're doing a TV series. I'm definitely going to watch it. I love Resident Evil, and we'll see what we get. Of course, it's Netflix, so even if it's a good, season, I'm always fucking worried they'll just cancel it. So we'll do, we'll see. We'll see. That's the best I can promise. I'm not sure if they're ever going to have a sequel to this movie in particular, or if the Netflix series is supposed to be the sequel for this movie, but like I said, we see. I think they have the trailer out for the Resident Evil TV show. I'll have to check. I think it's supposed to come out in 2022. I'll probably go do a reaction to it just to get a taste and see if if I'm excited for it. So, yeah, I'll just wrap it up. So, you guys have a nice night. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.